would probably be okay. Well, no, that's next to a luxury. I think I'm just going to put it as far off, just tucked off the side over there. And then we can get one up here as well. And this is again going to be kind of tucked off to the side there. And that's all of Sidon's ones done. You are generating a crazy amount of food at the moment. Again, aiming for 50. Unless I can get to 100, in which case I'll do 100, and then it's a population per turn. Horinga. You are going to build... this is going to be an interesting one. Where do I build this? I think, frankly, it's kind of just got to be right there. Adjacencies be damned. No. Okay, what was that? That should really be merchant quarter. So Horinga we're going to need to return to next turn, then we build another merchant's quarter there, and then we build it up here. Yeah, that's off on the side, that'll be fine. Utica. I mean, it's going to be a bit of a challenge, but putting it right... Oh, not even right there. It's sterile terrain, so that would be the easiest spot. But unfortunately, you can't build adjacent to a luxury resource. You have to build all the way around it. That's a rocky field, which is going to be production. That's dry grass, which is going to be food. Okay, so we're going to have a couple of purchases to do next turn as we try to optimize our placement of those. Meanwhile, you can just continue to sail around. This is indeed an island. Quite a little island. And you should probably sail out as far this way as you can. There is actually landing grounds over here. That will be fine. I mean, actually, one thing I had not really considered is as long as we own territories out here, we can just use that as a repair ground. So even if we take damage sailing between them, the only thing... transports. We can't get the transports there yet. The transports can go one tile into the ocean and they sink. Regular warships are fine at this point, but the transports aren't. The multiple types of harbours thing is a bug. Is it though? I'm not convinced that it is. Because there are so many special buildings, like I could get havens, I can get Kothons, I can get Nelsts. Those are all different types of harbour. Can I influence the Khazars into my city? Yes, once they've actually finished building their city. This is still only an outpost. Alright, here comes the money and the Imperial power. Okay, so now we can go back into our cities. You have a couple of Kothons which are going to take priority. Ah, shoot, I just cancelled something. Wasn't a Kothon, was it? No, we're good. Then here... Sorry, not Kothon, Hippodromes. You're just building Hippodromes, that's fine. Haranga, you are the one of the ones. I wanted to purchase that so that I could then put a marketplace here, to then purchase that, to then put a hippodrome up on the hill, to then purchase that. And there we go, that's you sorted. Utica was going to purchase you to then build a farm here, which we purchased, to then put a hippodrome here, right next to the Danakil Desert. It's a rather fetching spot, which we can then build. Cool. Oh, hold on. Is that going to be a better place here? That is a better place. What am I building here right now? Money. Bugger. Just wasted some money on that one. That's a better place right there. Oh, no. They're actually identical. No, they're not. Yes, they are. No, they're not. That's a better spot. Because here, we have an adjacency to a luxury resource. We have an adjacency to 2 food places. So this will make a lot of money. Then we could put either another food place here, which frankly we'll probably do because this city is lacking a little in food, and then a trade resource here. Whereas here it's got Danakil on 2 adjacencies. I mean, so does you. And then a water, which is kind of wasted. So yeah, that is a better place for the hippodrome. And you've already built all of yours, Carthage. You can't build any. Well, as... How long are you going to take to build? 23 turns. I'm tempted to just go and burn them down. Burn the Khazars! Though it's going to take me a flipping long time to get over there. I mean, these are only an independent people. They're not even one of the major established nations. I think maybe what I'd do is establish a city here, attach, then maybe in the future have that as a separate city. I think we're just going to have the island archipelagos. So I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, jeez. 2,700. Okay, considering how expensive that city would be, building a city here would be even... Well, actually, you would be free. Except for the cost involved in setting you up. Once we land with the... soldier, we'll be able to see exactly what their situation is.
At the cat. Blades in the water.
That's 4 soldiers who almost certainly will try to fight us if we do land here. Yeah, we need an army. I should also double check to see who we can trade with. Just double check these. You know what, I think, considering how much money these things are going to make us, I think just buying them out right now makes a lot of sense. Especially where they're cheap. We're only actually only 10,000. Okay, now I'm starting to feel like we can start racking up some serious finance. Oh, jeez. We're making 1,400 ducats now. Turn. We still have 47 turns to go as well before the end.
Hello, hello. I always look forward to our conversation.
No harm done.
Actually, are there any other treaties for us to do? What about a scientific agreement?
The world is full of new opportunities.
Good stuff. I am out of money, so I can't afford to buy anything else. You're going to continue exploring. And done. Okay, so this is actually a much bigger island than I kind of expected that it would be. Am I going to be able to get to anywhere from here? Not sure. I mean, there is nicely a little path just along the south of it, so control of this island will not completely stop east-west travel, but it's going to make it difficult. You have to go a long way. I mean, this really is the problem with the player location. In this, they were like, yeah, we want this map to be more heavily naval-based, and then they place the player in, like, the least naval place possible. At least for exploration. I guess for combat, you've got this big, like, Mediterranean area here. But there's no real reason to fight for control of this. If there were more islands in the middle, then there definitely would be. Like, make this area islands as well, and then have them scattered throughout the middle. Then we'd have a naval game. And that is all ocean, so yeah, we'll back off, that's fine. Now, I do have money again, so we can either check my allies...
If you seek the greater good, then I would know you better.
And make sure that we're buying all the possible things that we could possibly buy.
Ah, it is a pleasure indeed to see you.
Can't buy any of those. And we are making friends with you as well.
You are a sight for sore eyes, my friend.
Spiffing Brit still terrified of us. We'll leave that as is. Buildings, science, and maybe population we still get fairly soon. Okay, speaking of, purchase. Purchase. There's the building era score. Purchase. And Sidon has nothing left to build. Well, charcoal kilns would be really strong for you. Artisan workshop, less so, because I'm about to move all of them over there. Although you are not producing enough food quite. Let's go with that. Customs farms. Right, I have another priority. I have now unlocked customs farms. +1 gold per ongoing trade. Yes, I think those might be useful. And this is kind of where playing wide pays off, because that's per city, not per territory. And we also want to increase the amount of money we're making from the market quarters, so let's move the food production back. You're actually generating an excess at the moment. How about something like this? That works. Carthage. And Byblos, which I don't think is doing that yet. You're not. Kind of want to get all of those built, so Byblos is going to be here for a little while. And you are producing even more food, so let's move you there. Let's put you two on there. 677 ducats from this one city. That's not too shabby. 1,700 a turn. Right, so if I burn this, how long is it going to take? It's going to take 7 turns to do. And in that time, I basically need to hold out and not die. Which is why I really feel like there needs to be an extra army involved. Oh, I just can't afford you. So let's go... I don't really want to leave this army... move the army away from my home base. Because part of our strength right now is in the number of traders we have working for us. We need a high population. Yeah. Lesbian Charizard, Hans Martin, thank you very much for the follows. Welcome to the channel. Sindrin sent me some bits. Let's go check that out. Where's it gone? There it is. If the Mongols had conquered the Byzantines, would they have renamed the city Constantinople? Okay, that was really good. I like that. Constantinople. Nice. Dized, thank you very much for the follow. Silver Monkey Graham. Levi Manent. Thank you very much for the follows. Welcome to the channel. How long until you become a city? Is there any way of seeing that, or is it literally going to be 21 turns? Because I don't believe that. This is not a terrible location. You got an oasis, you got production.
Over there. Let's go.
Yellows finally took him out. How is my influence looking? Oh, my influence is absolutely rocking. Wow, we are dominant. I didn't think I'd invested that heavily in influence, but apparently I had. Okay. And of course, even though, again, I have the highest population, with 53 of the 88 followers being my people, we still don't control the religion. It's such a stupid mechanic. That hasn't changed from Lucy, unfortunately. You know what, sod it, I'm going to risk it. Burn, baby, burn. We just need to hold out for 7 turns. And suddenly their armies appear. I don't think they're very happy with me.
This proposition should be an...
Yes, I will accept. Alright, so we are now fully treated up with Marbazir. It's possible there are more islands there, but I feel like that's going to be somewhat unlikely. I'm not going to risk it. I want to keep my troops alive. So cavalry. Yeah, you still need to cross carefully. You can sail out in that direction for a turn, see if there is anything within range. You can land down there. That's the edge of an ocean tile, but this is a little bit bleak at the moment. And you can wait here for a turn and then set out with a full move next time. You can also hold out for a turn. Okay, so technology. We have finally finished the classical era. Finally, we're that close to going early modern. So, we want to get Seafaring Mastery, so that we can actually get the cog. And then we'll be in a position to grab 3-masted ship after this. And then we want War Summons, Theology, Feudalism, Heavy Infantry, so we can actually get Varangians. And there's the last era star, so we could actually now go early modern if we wanted to. Just right now. Earliest access to them possible. We've done everything that we wanted to with Byzantium, quite frankly. We've built hippodromes everywhere. The only place we haven't would be the island nation, and I don't think that matters so much.
So tell me, how are you today?
And then what I think I'm going to try and do is get a colony going on there. And then we can use this as a repair ground for ships going further west. East, rather. Or west, for that matter. Basically be our Bermuda. Yeah, I think it is time for us to go. So, options. We have the Dutch. +2 money per trader in all city. I mean... VOC warehouse, +3 money per population. I mean... We do have a high population. +30 money per adjacent harbour. I mean... We are going to have quite a few harbours. And then also get the float, which gets additional movement in own territory. It's enabled transports that will replace the cog. So it's a fast-moving transport ship, which has no limitations in where it can sail to. Hordensoni, which is going to be additional food for farmers. We haven't actually got that many farmers. Additional food for number of territories would just generate an enormous amount of food, but I don't think that food is really our problem at the moment. Alright, so we're going to do new poll. We're going to do a question mark. We're going to switch to 2 minutes. Dutch. I don't think we need the Hordensoni. The Chosen would give us a huge amount of science. We are behind in science. We are quite far behind in science. We have Kothons. We're going to have access to harbours. We will have a lot of access to coastal and lake territories. The said one also gives us additional science, and then also additional science from research quarters. We don't have a huge number of research quarters yet, but we can easily build them. Sorry, did I say build? I meant buy. So we'll say the Chosen. Then there's Ming, who have civics points. We currently have 5 sitting there doing nothing, so I don't think that's going to be a problem. The Mughals, 2 additional industry, 2% industry per number of territories in your sphere of influence. We have a bucket load of territories in our sphere of influence. We've actually been generating a surprising amount of influence. The Mughals might actually be a good choice if we just want to start churning out industry together with our money. Ottomans, just wildly unimpressive, so skip past them. Poland, we're not under attack. Like, Poland's a really good one if we're under attack and we're dealing with lots of raids and ransacks and stuff like that. Hasn't been a problem. Spain, if we were playing a more aggressive game, then Spain could be good. It's also faith, which is irrelevant to us. Edo, Japan, mostly good in the mountains. We don't need the districts. And then Venice, +1 influence per number of trade routes, so we would produce a huge amount of influence. The problem is there is no real use for late game influence at all. So I think that there really are just 3 options here: Dutch, Chosen, or Mughals. So yeah, those are going to be the 3. Which one do you think we should play? Get your votes in. Vote, vote, vote. Dutch, Chosen, or Mughals. Money, science, or industry. That's your choice. Bearing in mind that we are also Phoenician Carthaginian, which means we have a 70% reduction on all purchases. Though we can buy things really cheaply. Like, really cheaply. What does influencing territories give you? Not much, really.